Cowboy Logic, everyone.
Hold on, Donna. Jengis. Okay, buddy. We're going to go ahead and do this. Now, if you push, now go into your settings and make your camera end up being the whatever your camera is there on your computer.
You're talking Jengis Khan?
Yeah.
Oh, well, come on.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Let's see if you come
starting.
into the screen. There you are, man.
Hey!
That did it.
And
okay.
you got your pencils.
I got my pencils.
Don't drop the Zen phone. Pencil power.
Pencil power. Everybody, you guys have been waiting for months, weeks, months, years, millenniums for this guy to join us on Cowboy Logic. The capital THE, the Jengis Khan is in the barn with us right now. The pencil power man, the man that crunches numbers. Sean Lowe is seriously keeping up with you on that. Have you noticed that, Jengis?
You got competition.
Oh, absolutely. My hat's off to Sean.
That's right.
Principal power salute to Sean Lowe.
But here's the thing. Jengis is a professional bean counter. It's what he does every day. He counts beans for people. And that's why he is so damn accurate on the viewer count in the barn parties. But Donna's going to do her job, which is to properly introduce you, because I didn't do it that way. I don't work with notes. Jengis is just my brother. He's my Boomerama brother in the barn party.
And I love the background. Yeah. Look at that. You got Cowboy Logic. You got Real America's Voice. Very, very cool. Now, it's so funny because when you first started counting everybody's in the barn party, I said, Jengis, you missed your calling to be an accountant. And you go, in another life. And you go, no, I'm an accountant in this life. Oh, okay. That explains things.
Just really quick, I want to let you know my official cowboylogiclaser.com pencils are going to arrive tomorrow, special delivery. And producer Ron has assured me that they are made from 100% genuine Georgia pencil wood. So I'm very much looking forward to those.
I was not aware of that. Probably
They'll have the all-important Justice for J6 hashtag.
Too bad we can't take some of the beavers, that chop down the wood on the property around us and use that for pencils, because we need to get rid of that. But that's another story. Everybody saw that.
Yeah,
in the previous
quick background, and then we got to get to the serious business here.
You were born to an Army family up in Alaska. Grew up in Binghamton, New York. Sorry about that. I thought New Jersey was bad. Binghamton's colder and worse.
That's the land of beautiful,
Hamptons,
great
according
weather.
to the late Rush Limbaugh.
Yes.
You have 8 seasons up there in upper state New York, don't you?
8 seasons? I think it's winter.
The snow
winter,
is just melting in August.
Yes, it's true. Played college basketball at St. Johann Fisher College in Rochester. But your coach went to Seton Hall. I wonder who else went to Seton Hall. I don't know.
They have a great powder puff football league there at Seton Hall, man. I got to tell you, it's awesome.
Seton Hall athletics really do suck, although the basketball team was pretty good, okay? But you're in the North Carolina area. But the big thing is what you have said and you've sent to us is how the military affected you. And what's really bad right now is how military families are telling their kids not to join. And you know what? I can't blame them.
Yep. And I believe it's the Department of Defense that's advising military families to go on food stamps, which is just ludicrous in the greatest nation on earth. That just should not be the case, especially when we see where trillions are being spent elsewhere outside of America, not on our veterans, not on our military families who defend our nation. It's really a travesty. And the Army was my family. If I had it to do over again, I wouldn't change a thing. My dad was a captain at age 23, and what 23-year-olds today, what are they doing? In our society. But my dad's job was defending Alaska and the lower 48 states against the Soviet Union, and it was a very serious job. And today we've got Russia and China conducting joint naval operations off the coast of Alaska. And there's our men and women of the U.S. military are currently defending against that threat. And
by
it is a threat.
nothing to see here. Move along. It's no big deal. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That they clowered and
these are not the hostile actors you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing to see here.
And in Cuba, too, only 90 miles away there.
Well, hold on a second. Now, you're missing out on the other half of his family, and this is where it really gets interesting. And that is your wife's side of the family is from Montana, and they have beaver farms up there, from what I understand.
Can they come here, please, and trap the damn beavers on the property?
Give us a little background on the wife and how much you appreciate beavers.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Don. My father-in-law is a retired cowboy, so when I first heard the name Cowboy Logic, the name of your show, I understood immediately. He visited us not too long ago, and he wouldn't let me go to the hardware store. He made everything I needed. It was amazing. And one day I was out on the road at meetings with clients, and I came home, and my father-in-law had cut down a huge dead tree in our backyard that was really close to the house. And we have hurricanes where I'm located due to global warming,
Of course.
Right.
That was a joke. That was a joke. Just kidding. But my father-in-law, he felled this tree with a rusty handsaw from my garage. And it was amazing. I mean, it was a huge tree. Extremely large, big tree, Donna, as you would say. But he just looked at me like it was nothing. And that's just how he was raised in Montana. They did more with less. They relied on themselves. And it was just, just a great way. I've got the baseball hat going. But Mrs. Khan, she's worn many a beaver.
Mrs. Khan. Mrs. Khan.
Yeah.
But
there's also a junior Jengis, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
The Jengis Jr. Yep. No, he was born here on the East Coast. So, but he's been to Montana several times, and Mrs. Khan has cowgirl boots that would. They'd give Donna a run for her money in style points.
Oh, yeah. Don't doubt it.
Unfortunately, what I got on right now is my Michael and Dell boots.
Hey, the women's cowboy boots are far superior looking to what we guys have to wear. By the way, here's what I'm sure you can attest to this. Ladies and gentlemen, this cowboy from Montana that Jengis is talking about, his father-in-law,
took lessons from beavers.
Actually
can fell a tree with a butter knife.
Well, he took lessons from the beavers, obviously, because he made cowboy hats out of beavers.
And Donna, my father-in-law used to have a cowboy hat store.
Yeah.
He sold to the movie stars that were on location filming in Montana. And he's currently tracking 2 beavers that are terrorizing his neighborhood. So we know where
we got more than 2.
Yeah,
will you please send them out here? This is unbelievable.
All right, we got about 3 minutes left.
Well, I want to ask him a question.
Well, let's make sure we can get it in.
Okay.
We need to have you do first of all, a shout out to everybody that you can think of with regard to your RAV family and your Getter family and your Cowboy Logic family, but also what RAV means to you.
Exactly what I was going to ask you.
Absolutely. Andy M. did a great job last barn party. Love her like a sister. I've gotten to know her extremely well. Very talented graphic artist and now a drummer. Want to give a shout out to Chris Vax. Just a good friend of mine, has his own independent show that he broadcasts on Getter Live. Just a big part of the family. AZ Sarah, TBB, Joy That Lasts, had a small world story. Joy has a close friend that I grew up with back up in Binghamton, New York, over 50 years ago, right next door. And that was fact check true, Don. So fact just the entire true. Barn, the entire RAV family. I've told you about what my Army family meant to me and means to me still. The RAV warriors are cut from the same cloth. We were like-minded. We share the same values. And quite frankly, Donna and Ron, you're barn partiers too. You're not just hosts. So shout out to you and thank you for everything you do. And not just for your show. I know that you're out on location bringing to us the serious issues, but you've got a perfect mix of levity, lightheartedness, but then you also address the serious issues that our entire nation is addressing. So thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry I didn't have time to get tattoos for today's show, but I hope you'll give me a pass on that.
You got the pass, but you also have the pencils, and you can just sit here and do this and make whatever you want.
Hey, we've got like 45 seconds left.
Belt clip.
Very good. We got about 45 seconds left. I don't want to forget your younger brother, Lieutenant Dan. After 9/11, he worked on Wall Street, and then later on, he joined the military. We want to salute him. So give a shout out to your little brother.
Well, the American flag means a lot to my family, and that's why Angel hooked me up with the Cowboy Logic flag patch. I'm going to get them all. But my youngest brother, Lieutenant Dan, he was on Wall Street as a bond trader for 10 years. And after 9/11, he lost his office building. He saw the first jet impact as a reflection in his computer monitor. And he got down to street level, and then he looked up and saw the second jet impact. And he enlisted in the United States Army at age 33 and did a combat tour in Iraq, was a field artillery officer, just like my father in Vietnam. And Donna, I know you flew helicopters flew in helicopters. And
didn't do anything like that, though, unfortunately. And we want to salute you, Jengis. Unfortunately, the time
Jengis Khan, everybody, follow him on Getter. Hey, we love you, brother. We love you. And we'll be right back with more Cowboy Logic.
And welcome to Cowboy Logic, everyone. Last week was the bleeping show of the century.
And I'm still pissed off.
Well, I think we all are. What are we up to now with the Somalis here? 8 billion. It started at 1. Now we're up to 8 billion. And like 5 states, at least 3. But I mean, this is unbelievable what is going on here. I mean, all right. They're bilking the American taxpayers. Maine is in there, too. Mike Benz was talking about this a little bit. Mr. Blobcraft. Nobody does deeper dives than he does. He discusses how the CIA apparently is here. Sorry, the CIA is not supposed to operate here in the United States. Okay? So what do they do?
So they figure out a way to get around it.
Exactly. They work with the FBI, or they say, well, it started in the UK, the Russia hoax, and then therefore we have to investigate Donald Trump so we can bring it here, and it just snowballs. So Mike Benz did this deep dive with Ilhan Omar. It's an act of the CIA importing illegals from specific countries to do their bidding here.
This document, the CIA sets out how they believed at the time, after the failure of the Bay of Pigs, that there was no direct, immediate way to overthrow Castro in Cuba, and that was what was required instead was a massive commitment from Congress in terms of money and manpower beyond these special operations being done in the form of Bay of Pigs. But the CIA was frustrated that that political will from Congress did not exist. What they're saying here is, since we can't get Congress to take the action we want them to, we don't have the authority because the American people are not voting for what we really want to do. The other option we have is to just do mass immigration of these exile communities of immigrants and refugees. And over time, if we give unlimited support to these exile groups, they will form enough of a lobby on themselves to affect the internal politics of Congress, with importing tens of thousands of Somalians into Minneapolis, Minnesota. Lo and behold, that produces a congresswoman like Ilhan Omar, who then goes and advocates on behalf of the Obama foreign policy for Somalia and Eritrea and Kenya and the whole region. Seeing that in writing from the Cloak and Dagger Central Intelligence Agency 60 years ago, and that we're dealing with the same issue right now as we take on the immigration issue, really is a sort of Back to the Future moment.
At Mike Ben Cyber, if you actually subscribe to anybody, I got to tell you,
Subscribe
that's the
to
one
Mike.
you should subscribe to.
Yeah.
They advocate. So he's talking about how they advocate for policies in their home country the CIA wants to happen for those who represent their home country, but they're not representing Americans. They're representing their home country, and they send billions to Somali warlords. Okay, so John Ratcliffe, who was at the DNI, which was Tulsi Gabbard's job, and Tulsi's doing a great job. Unfortunately, she's getting headwinds in the DOJ, because everything she refers to the DOJ just sits there like everything else. But apparently...
It's bull. Thank you for not sending me ugly emails telling me how uncouth I was last week.
Well, Patrick Byrne talks about this a lot, too. Ratcliffe waited till J7, okay, the day after the big J6, to try to put this out, that China possibly was involved. And, well, the question is Ratcliffe compromised? According to Patrick Byrne, he is. Because according to Patrick Byrne also, Ratcliffe is not running the CIA. It's still John Brennan and his ilk. So let's look at John Brennan again. Remember, he speaks fluent Arabic. When he was in the Middle East, he basically became a Muslim. He's not the good old Irish boy, okay, and a Catholic boy. No, he is a Muslim. He's admitted it, as he's admitted communist. Okay, so John Brennan essentially is confirming what Patrick Byrne was talking about.
Agents, the people that you recruit, foreign citizens, if they are hesitant to continue to spy for you, you can remind them that when they were first recruited and they signed a sheet of paper saying that they had taken some money from us, which is usually what happens, that you could remind them about that, almost as a way to scare them into continuing to work with you.
تضغطون عليهم as a pressure.
Yes, and I said to the instructor, I said, that sounds like blackmail. And he got rather angry at me and said, it's not blackmail, this is the security of the United States we're talking about. You have to do whatever you can in order to keep people on working for the CIA.
Didn't I just write a song about this?
Yeah, I think you did, which you're going to release pretty soon. I mean,
as a matter of fact, at the beginning of the next segment, we're going to give you a little tease of this song. It was based on, and I credit Kelly Meggs for turning me on to this author, John Perkins, a song or a book called Confessions of an Economic Hitman and the New Confessions of an Economic Hitman. It's exactly what we've been talking about most of this segment.
I mean, Brennan has to go, and all the people around him are still running this, in my opinion, and quite honestly, in many people's opinion. Both parties benefit from the NGOs, too. Congressman Tim Burchett says that Elon was run out of D.C. because he was getting a little too close to the money, the power, and the arrogance. And that is really scary. It really is.
Well, we're going to take advantage of the fact that we have a 2-hour show here, and we are going to vent later on. we're going to bring on Sarah Maccabee.
Oh,
And
yes.
we're going to really unload and vent because we're just not very happy with the way things are going. But we are very happy with our beloved producer, Ron Phillips. And we've got a new little treat for you that we're going to do from time to time, and if he can crank them out weekly, and that is the way he sees it.
The way I see it. This is Ron's wonky perspective on life.
Do I hear sleigh bells ringing? Or is that just Joy Reid's cancel alarm going off again? Our favorite MSNBC meltdown merchant just reposted a viral video screaming that Jingle Bells is racist. Yep, the happy little tune about dashing through the snow, now enemy number one in the war on Christmas. All because some TikTok Santa in Medford, Massachusetts points at a plaque and screeches that the songwriter, James Pierpont, was a Confederate sympathizer who wrote it for blackface minstrel shows to mock black people. Look, conservatives have been warning you. Give the grievance goblins an inch and they'll cancel Rudolph for cultural appropriation of reindeer labor. First, Baby It's Cold Outside. Now the musical equivalent of Hot Cocoa and Fuzzy Socks. All because the guy who wrote it 168 years ago wasn't woke enough for 2025. So here's the plan. Crank Jingle Bells at max volume, sing off key on purpose, and tell Joy Reid and her cancel choir to stuff it in her stocking that's probably already full of coal. I'm Ron Phillips, and that's the way I see it.
No.
After I learned this simple trick using Manuka honey and a plant extract, a recipe said to be 11 times more powerful than metformin, my patient's glucose levels never went above 90 again. I will show the step-by-step again. I had already shed hair, but many people are.
Nice job.
Very good, Ron.
El Ronbo. I love the background music. And, hey, Ron, real quick, I'm throwing this at you. Can you pop in here side by side with us real quick?
Hey, I'm surprised that she didn't have a problem with White Christmas.
Good
Quite
job,
honestly.
Ron Phillips. Really good job.
Thank you. I'll try to give you more of those.
Hey,
Very cool.
we love them. What did you call her? A meltdown merchant?
Meltdown merchant. Yep.
God.
That's
love
Joy
it.
Reid, though.
Hey, so while we're here, it is Christmas time, so may we suggest the Cowboy Logic laser ornament or anything else that
nice.
Ron
Yep.
Phillips can do. Go to cowboylogiclaser.com
That's right.
and check out all the great stuff he's got, glasses, anything you want engraved. Hold on, let me get my coffee mug out here. There you go.
Yeah,
You can do
we
it.
use ours every day.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Ron, we've only got about 50 seconds here. What's kind of the deadline for you to be able to get product out in time that it can be wrapped for Christmas gifts? When do they need to get these orders in by?
I would get them in no later than like the 18th of December.
There you go, December
just for me
18th,
to get
everybody.
them in the mail. Yeah.
Time's
Now, if
wasted.
you do it on the 19th, that's fine. It's just you're going to look bad to everybody in your family. So I don't think I'd do that. I would try to get this done before the 18th, and then Ron can get them to you.
I just can't believe it's Christmas already. I mean, where's the time going?
Yeah, guess what I'm going to be doing later? Wrapping gifts for Donna.
I see them. I see the boxes. It's very tempting. I will not open them. I will not open them. I will not open them.
Say it proud, say it loud. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll be back.
Hey, everybody. We're here to tell you about the best line of CBD that Cowboy Logic endorses, and that would be patriotsrelief.com with an S, patriotsrelief.com. Use promo code 1776 and you get 45% off through the holidays. How awesome is that? They have the best CBD. We have liquids for the dogs as well, believe it or not, for the animals. Gummies, roll-ons, patriotsrelief.com. Promo code 1776 for 45% off through the holidays.
Hey, everybody. Don Newen with Cowboy Logic. I'm going to talk to the ladies right now. And we're going to talk about your husbands, your boyfriends, and your sons. SugarCreekGoods.com. It's going to keep those guys smelling really nice during the holiday season. Last thing we need to sit down at a Christmas dinner and smell body odor. How do we battle it? SugarCreekGoods.com. They got all kinds of products. They got bar soap. They've got fantastic deodorant. They got beard oil. They got creams and lotions and all this other stuff. But this is what I want to focus on right now. The bath soap, the shower soap, where you're not sitting around in your own dirty water. This stuff lasts. You can take many, 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 many showers with this. After 2 showers, you know normal soap turns into a communion wafer that you can't even pick up off the bottom of the shower floor. SugarCreekGoods.com. Real bars of soap to take care of real body odor problems. Promo code 1776 gets you a big old discount, and we can say it all we want. Merry Christmas, everybody.
One way or another, you fall in line, or the CIA makes sure you're out of time. One way or another, you fall in line. One way or another, you fall in line. Economic hitman, I sell the future for a 5-star scam. Economic hitman, you wore your Porsche, your blood, your land. One night in a Panama suite, ghosts of leaders I buried under Wall Street. Torrio smiling through the smoke said you still got time before you choke. I see the pattern, I see the game, every war's the same damn flame. So here's my confession, loud and clear. The empire's built on debt and fear. I sold the world for the corporate clan, but the truth's a blade and it cuts both ways. Now I'm burning down my own resume. Now I'm screaming it while the whole world stands. Wake up, rise up, break the chain before they hit you once again. Checks, I wore the crown.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys something. You've heard the term. Yeah.
You know, when you sing it to yourself, you know it's a good song.
Donna's singing Hitman all the time.
I have been singing it to myself all week.
That means I wrote a hit.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Here's the thing. Color revolution is an important word that we talk about, or a term that we talk about often. That song is about color revolution. And I want to hat tip Kelly Meggs for telling me to read the book by John Perkins, The New Confession of an Economic Hitman, or New Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Check that out. At some point it's going to drop. I may stick it up on Rumble so you guys can see the lyric video because it's heavy.
I have a question. If Obamacare is so good, why doesn't the Congress put themselves on it?
Because Obamacare isn't good, Donna, for 500.
It's unbelievable. Now they're kicking the can down the road again. They want to keep it for another couple of years.
When do they not do that?
It's unbelievable. And this guy Thune, and I don't think Johnson's much better. I mean, come on. They were going to do a health savings certificate for people. That would encourage people to stay in better shape. That got nixed. I mean, this is just unbelievable to me. Congress has passed 47 bills since Donald Trump got back in office. Let's look at other ones. I mean, we are talking about 47. And I had in my notes, I don't have them right in front of me now, but it's like the least amount of bills passed that a president has tried to put in, except for Harrison, who was in office for 30 days.
Yeah.
I mean, since like the 1800s.
You people are a joke.
It is a joke.
You're a total joke. And everybody knows it. And we're pissed because you've got better benefits. You've got perks. You're making all kinds of money because you go in as a normal person and then you come out as a bajillionaire.
Yeah, exactly.
You people suck.
How does that work? It's not, I mean, I suck at math, but I can see that that is mathematically impossible. All right, let's go back a little bit talking about COVID and how we all had to get the shot or else we were anti-vaxxers and everything else.
And that's what we were labeled, anti-vaxxers.
Okay, so former CDC Director Rochelle Walensky. Just watch this again. She's all smiles as she talks about how remdesivir, which Dr. Brian Artis says, run, death is near, which is more like it, was used against those patients that were virtually helpless. Yup, run, death is near.
I remember discussions about, first of all, who would ever have thought that we would have crisis standards of care discussions in the United States, putting 2 people on a ventilator at the same time, having primary care providers reaching out to their patients to say, should you come in, do you want to be ventilated? They were asking them to do that. We were having discussions. I remember when we received a handful of remdesivir, the earliest doses of remdesivir, and we had to make a decision as to who was going to get it. I remember issues related to clinical trials. There were so many clinical trials early on that were ongoing, but how do you even triage what clinical trial is presented to a patient? And then how do they make a decision about informed consent when they're by themselves and on a ventilator in the ICU, right?
Meanwhile, the FDA finally has a box warning saying that, these shots, these COVID shots could be life-threatening. Gee, finally. You know, I want to lighten things up.
Okay, let's do it.
And what better way to lighten things up than with diaper diplomacy?
Mr. President, you said you would have you said you would have no problem with releasing the full video of that strike on September 2nd off the coast of Venezuela. Secretary Hegseth now says.
You said that. I didn't say that. This is ABC fake news.
You said that you would have no problem releasing the full bit. Okay, well, Secretary Hegseth.
No, whatever Hegseth wants to do is okay with me.
He now says it's under review. Are you ordering the secretary to release that full video?
Whatever he decides is okay with me. So every boat we knock out of the water, every boat, we save 25,000 American lives. That was a boat loaded up with drugs. I saw the video. They were trying to turn the boat back to where it could float. And we didn't want to see that because that boat was loaded up with drugs just like everything else. But every boat we shoot down, and I don't know if you know, we're 92 or 94% down in drugs coming in by the sea. And we're trying to find who are the 6%. Because I don't know, people aren't liking to drive boats right now loaded up with drugs. But every single, think of that, every single boat we shoot out, on average, we save 25,000 American lives. Do you feel okay about that, Cord?
Keep us safe.
Okay. I know my man. What about you, Bill? Are you okay with that?
I'm totally fine with that. Are you committed to releasing the full video?
Didn't I just tell you that?
You said that it was
You're
up
the
to
most
Secretary
obnoxious reporter in the whole place. Let me just tell you, you are an obnoxious, a terrible reporter. And it's always the same thing with you. I told you, whatever Pete Hegseth wants to do is okay with me.
And I just have a quick question. There's at least 20 House Republicans who have either said they're going to retire or not run again. Do you have any concerns about the
And Democrats
right.
also.
Do you have
Well, why don't you mention them? How many Democrats are going to retire? How many Democrats?
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
But why don't you tell me the number of Democrats, too? You tell me.
All right. Listen, let's...
ABC's Rachel Scott, he just obliterates her.
All right, listen, we had to cut that short because we're going to give you something, kind of a treat here, but we're running out of time. We have to do commercials from time to time. You guys have no idea what it takes to do a commercial.
It's now time for the Cowboy Logic commercial outtakes.
Hey, everybody, we want to talk about one of our great sponsors.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here we go.
Okay. All right.
All right, here we go.
it rolling.
Oh, I am.
Oh, no. Okay. My eyes are watering.
All right. 3,
Okay.
2.
Sorry. All right. Here I go.
3, 2. Hey, everybody.
Oh, Donna was losing it well before time.
Oh, man. Where's my...
You ought to roll into it. Roll into it and go, yep, the CBD's good. CBD has kicked in. This is the 14th time we've tried this. So.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, everybody, I want to talk to you about one of our sponsors, Patriots Relief. Find them at patriotsrelief.com. Promo code 1776 gets you a whopping...
What? I'm agreeing with you.
I forgot 45%.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me because I went like this and agreed with you.
No, okay.
Okay. The CBD is obviously kicking in here. Okay, here we go. Whew.
I don't know what this is because I can't read it. I know what this is. This is the soothing balm that you put on your shoulders. Check this out. Woo! Opens up your sinuses too with the menthol. Patriots Relief at patriotsrelief.com. Promo code 76.
It's obviously kicking in.
This is one of my favorites. This is the Soothing Relief Roll-On. Okay, you put this on your shoulders. Let me show you what else we do with this. We roll it on our tongue. Why? Opens your sinuses right up. It's the best. Hey, Patriots Relief at patriotsrelief.com. Promo code 1776 gets you
45% off through the holidays.
Yeah, I think that might be a taker. That might be. Hey, Patriots Relief at patriotsrelief.com. Promo code 1776 gets you a whopping 45% discount through the holidays. And I'm going to open my sinuses up right now while Donna talks about it.
He's insane. Okay, there's 30 gummies in this. This is how many. It's empty. There's one left. There's one left. Because he ate so many of them when we recorded those.
Wow! Did I open my sinuses up? This is awesome. I can feel the burn. We'll be right back.
And welcome to Cowboy Logic, everyone. I'm Donna Fiducia, and he is...
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off.
Why, Don?
I'm pissed off because I am absolutely over the bull that we're getting fed by everybody in the Trump administration other than Trump.
Well...
And the bull that we're being fed by the members of Congress. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm not going to sugarcoat this anymore. I don't buy the pipe bomb bull.
That's 3 you're going to have to bleep out.
Yep.
It only took almost 5 years.
I do not.
And the statute of limitations is about to run out, so they got to do something. But you get Pam Bondi up there saying, we got new investigators on it, so this way we know it's real.
Okay. Maybe that's true that they've got new investigators on it.
Yep.
And you guys are all seeing this a week later. We may know things. This is the one thing I don't like about recording a TV show, is that what I'm talking about right now, I don't even know what the date is today. I'm so pissed off.
The 6th.
Okay. Day after her birthday.
No, shh.
Donna's birthday was December 5th. You guys put that in your calendars.
But seriously, this, people have been pushing for this. Bongino was pushing for this when he was doing his show. You can see the video of the pipe bomber waving at police. That's obvious. A police car goes by, the pipe bomber waves at the police, so you can't tell me it's not an inside job. None of this is coming out. Barry Loudermilk is saying, well, I believe this investigation.
You go right ahead, Barry. You go right ahead and believe that, because we have been trying to get information to you for 3 damn years, sir.
Well, hopefully.
4 years.
So now it's supposedly, what this is, quite honestly, is a color revolution. Let us investigate exactly what a color revolution is.
You've now probably heard political experts over and over refer to the fact that what we're witnessing is a color revolution. And they're right. And let me explain why. A color revolution is a communist globalist playbook to take over a country without tanks actually rolling down Main Street. It's how they flipped places like Serbia, Georgia, Ukraine, and they tried to flip a dozen others. The same exact playbook every single time. This is how they do it. 1, they demonize the leader of the people who they actually voted for. 2, they flood the country with chaos like riots, open borders, economic pain. 3, they weaponize the courts, the media, and big tech to finish him off. And 4, they install a puppet who sells the country out to China and the UN. And that's not theory, that's the manual. They opened it on us in the United States the day Donald Trump won in 2016. And here's how they ran it on us step by step. From 2016 to 2020, they gave us the Russia collusion hoax, FBI spying, 2 fake impeachments, Antifa burning cities while CNN called it fiery but mostly peaceful, and the goal was to make you hate the guy you voted for. In 2020, we had 2 a.m. ballot dumps, boarded up windows, 51 intel agents lying about Hunter's laptop, Zuckerberg dropping $400 million to help count votes in Democrat cities. And the goal there was to steal the election while calling you a conspiracy theorist for noticing. From 2021 to 2024, we had Joe Biden opening the border on day 1, 12 million plus illegals, military-age men from China and Venezuela and all over the world, free flights, free hotels, free EBT cards, all on your dime. Cities collapse, crime explodes, schools and hospitals break. The goal, to make Americans feel like strangers in their own country. Then from 2021 to 2025, 91 felony charges, Mar-a-Lago raided, gag orders, mug shots. They didn't want to just beat Trump. They wanted to break him and every future patriot who dares to run. Look at what they did to Charlie Kirk. That is a textbook color revolution. But on November 5th, 2024, the American people looked this Marxist coup dead in the eye and said, not today. 312 electoral votes, popular vote landslide, the biggest Hispanic and Black Republican turnout ever. We pulled off the greatest peaceful counter-revolution in world history. But the deep state isn't done. The same snakes who funded BLM riots, Ukraine coup, and Arab Spring still sit in the FBI, CIA, big tech, and the universities. They'll try again in 2026 or in 2028. But now you know the game. Every time you see another mostly peaceful riot, sudden experts all using the same scripted words, a new crisis 2 weeks before an election, you're watching the Color Revolution playbook live on American soil. Never forget what they tried to do to us. Back mass deportations. If we have no border, we have no country. Protect every America First fighter willing to swing the axe on the swamp. Teach your kids the truth. Communism didn't die in 1991. It just dyed its hair purple and moved to Washington.
Yep. Well, I think we saw a real color revolution, courtesy CNN.
Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs, is charged with transporting an explosive device in interstate commerce and with malicious destruction.
I can't get enough of that. Ron, play it again. This is just
Brian
unbelievable.
Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs, is charged with transporting an explosive device in interstate commerce and with malicious destruction.
Jake Tapper.
I wonder if somebody put
You are such a failure as a human being. You can't even make it as a human being, Jake. You are so scripted and so programmed in your hatred of white males that you make that kind of a dumbass mistake. And Donna covered for you, saying that all you do is read prompters so people could put in anything like the movie Anchorman. You suck, Jake.
That's what I was going to say.
You just suck.
Did someone just put that in his prompter and he didn't proofread it and just went ahead and read it? Who knows? You know, both parties benefit from these NGOs. Congressman Tim Burchett is really about the only one who's telling it like it is. He said Elon needs to come back. There's a reason why they ran Elon out of town on a rail. There's money, there's power, there's arrogance. And this is all three. As far as I'm concerned, you know, Christopher Wray insisted Antifa wasn't there. Obviously, he lied under oath. Why isn't he brought in?
That's a lie. That's an absolute, you know, I know you got more videos and a whole script of stuff you want to do. This is bullshit, everybody.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We had Landon Copeland on. We tolerated him for an hour. He was a J6er that was admitted Antifa. Mm-hmm. He told us he was there with 200 members of his little club. And that there were probably another 2,000 to 2,500 that were there. And Chris Wray, you lied to the American people. And nobody's being held accountable for this. I wouldn't be so pissed off right now if for the past 4 years we haven't been providing everybody with the evidence that you needed for this. This is not the single. He didn't act alone. Maybe he had something to do with it.
I don't know.
America, we better figure out a way to correct all of these problems peacefully.
Yep.
So that the mainstream media doesn't edit my words, or we're screwed.
Yep.
As a country.
I got to agree with General Flynn. The big kahunas are the ones that got to go. The Christopher Wrays, and quite honestly, John Brennan. That's the biggest one. And maybe even Barack Obama above that. But unless those people come down, and I believe exactly as General Flynn has said, that this is still a coup, a color revolution being run from the inside because these guys are still have all their little minions in office. And it's getting to the point we've had, again, a whole year pretty much of supposedly running down the bad guys. And what we come out with is Brian Cole Jr. I mean, come on. We got to lighten things up for the next segment, please.
You better work hard because I am pissed off about this.
And you got a lot of bleeping to do.
That's right. Might as well give us one more. This pipe bomb bull doesn't hold water. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, let's talk about great goods for your hair, your skin, your nails, and that would be sugarcreekgoods.com. In fact, when we come down into the studio, everything smells so great because we leave this down here. This is the masculine soap collection. Little making noise here, but there's 4 bars of soap, and boy, does it smell good. And I love the facial toner. They have insect repellent as well. They've got shampoos. They've got skin moisturizers. SugarCreekGoods.com. And again, all kinds of great soap. And I was weeding the other day, so they sent me some poison ivy creams here. Luckily, I didn't need it. But again, folks, anything that you want as far as skincare, they've really got a great product line. Check them out at sugarcreekgoods.com, promo code 1776 for your discount, and it supports Cowboy Logic and a great patriotic company. sugarcreekgoods.com, promo code 1776, and Merry Christmas.
Welcome back to Cowboy Logic, everybody. I am going to do my best to behave this segment.
It takes a lot.
But I'm still pissed. I am still.
It takes a lot to piss him off.
This is not right.
No.
I don't believe a minute. I don't believe a second. I don't believe a syllable that came out of that press conference on whatever day it was.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Of now a week and a half ago.
So I'm going to throw some more stuff at you to make you really
you're gonna
feel
make me
good.
even more
Yes.
mad? God. Listen, I could barbed wire right now.
Oh, another bleep. Okay. Only 30% of the 42 million on EBT are actually Americans.
Of course so. What more would you expect from the United
Born here,
States?
disabled veterans that really need it. Why? Because Muslims won't work. Or let their wives work, really. They have multiple wives. They get close to $5,000 a month each. And if 51%, by the way, on EBT are Muslims, okay? They refuse to work in a non-Sharia compliant country. You got to start understanding this culture, okay? If you have a Sharia compliant legal system like they do have in some areas around the country already, wives have absolutely no say in anything. If your husband wants to divorce you, you're kicked out on the street. And who pays for that? Us. Okay? They don't speak English. They have never been educated. They're totally third world isms, and they do not assimilate. So just wake up to that, okay? So let's talk about some more liberal logic. I'll use this, what Stuart Varney was talking about. Doge found that Biden's fast-tracked illegals, 1.4 million were put on Medicaid immediately. In 2021, he brought in 270.5 thousand. 2022, 590,000. 2023, 964,000. And then he went whole hog in 2024 out the door with 2+ million. Check this out.
If you think you're being tolerant, inclusive, and open-minded, you're actually being conquered. Allowing waves and waves of illegals, criminals, and unvetted people into a country is one of the dumbest things that a country can do. And Biden already did just that, so now Trump has to go and fix all of that mess. Security isn't bigotry, it's responsibility. And the fact that Trump is securing our borders shows how responsible he is as a president. 2 of our National Guard members were shot at. 1 was killed. They were shot at in Washington, D.C. by an Afghan man that was let in through the country, mind you, under Biden's administration through Operation Allies Welcome. The irony in that. And thankfully, President Trump is putting a pause on all migration from third world countries because our country needs to recover. And of course, Democrats will never acknowledge the benefits of securing our borders because, mind you, they hate America. Democrats, they love to virtue signal and act as if they care about illegal immigrants, but in actuality, all they want is their vote. Hence why they don't like voter ID. If you truly cared about a country, you would care about securing the borders. Just like how you have a house with walls and a key, the same applies with a country.
So now let's look. This is total Trump derangement syndrome at this point, okay? Now let's look at the man on the street, liberal logic, in 14 seconds.
What is your biggest fear in 2025?
People not understanding the difference between lies and truth.
What is a woman?
Does it really matter?
So could I be a woman if I wanted to be?
Yes.
Okay.
I never dreamt. I got to say something. I can't be quiet this whole segment. I'm too pissed off. I never dreamt. I'm going to be 65 years old in a few months. I can't believe our country is this damn dumb.
Well, hold on. Better yet, here's a socialist Mondami liberal logic.
Friends, it's chilly out there. It's chilly in here. But one thing I'm warming up to is the idea of a fully funded transition. So go to transition2025.com, pitch in whatever you can. Let's win a city we can all afford.
So He wants money for what he said, all the free stuff that he said he was given, but he wants you to give him money. It's just unbelievable.